What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all having a great day. We are talking about the upcoming 2021 real estate housing crash, and I'm going to explain it to you. I'm explaining to you the possibilities of it really happening big time or happening at a smaller scale. So I want you guys to get educated the right way, but not just hope for a crash to happen, because if you're hoping for that, what if it never happens? 2017, I was in real estate flipping houses, and I was getting the advice from people saying that house prices are gonna crash. There is no way that this is gonna continue to go up, and there is no way that house prices aren't gonna come down. They've been too hot for way too long. I used to buy from the foreclosure auctions, guys, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses every month. And I would remodel and flip, remodel and flip, remodel and flip. That's how I got into real estate. And when I started hearing that, I kind of got scared. So what I did was I stopped buying. 1 month passed, 2 months passed, 3 months passed, 4 months passed, 5 months passed. I got investors' money. I got cash sitting, not getting any returns. And I'm like, what if this doesn't happen? In 2017 to 2021, nothing happened except it kept going up. Imagine you're someone waiting to buy a house and you wait these years and nothing happens. How is that gonna feel? It's gonna suck, because you're now having to get in the market at a higher price. So in 2017, after a couple of months, I said, I'm getting back in, and I got back in. I got married in 2020, right here's the ring. Now in 2020, I bought a house flip from the auction. The first Tuesday of February is when I bought it. When I bought it, the pandemic happened, the virus happened. I continued with my wedding. I went on a 3-week honeymoon to Thailand and Indonesia. And as I was there, I was getting the house that I bought from the auction remodeled so I can flip it. I was coordinating on my phone. I had the crew, the contractors, and all that was already done. I've done plenty of houses, so I have the team that was already ready to go when I bought the property. When I got back, the pandemic was insane, guys. Everybody was locked in their houses. Everybody was so scared. Masks on. It was fearful. I mean, people were scared. Now, I got back the end of February, March 15, 16, 17, things got crazy. So when I first got back, we were kind of going back business as usual, but heard about the virus. Then I finished the remodel. I list the property on the market in like March something, and I ended up getting it with multiple offers. Now, the market wasn't as hot as it was right now, so the offers weren't really what I wanted. I think I was asking 230. I got a 210. I got a 220 and a 225. I didn't get any 210s. 220, 225. And then the one who offered 230 was an FHA loan, which meant that I had to hold the property for 3 months in my name for title so it can work out. If you buy a property from the auction or you buy any house, you have to hold title for 3 months in your name to be able to sell that property. That's an FHA rule. Just some extra nuggets for you. If you didn't know that, hit the like button. Let's see if you got some extra value on that. We got offers, and then the virus and the pandemic started to really get scary. And people were like, Karam, offload that property. The market's gonna crash. Be careful. Things are ridiculous right now. Whatever offer you can take, even if it's 10, 20K below. In fact, I had some people tell me, break even or take a $5,000 to $10,000 loss just to take that property away, because I was all in cash on it, over $200,000. And they're like, you can take that 200K when the market crashes, and you can buy plenty more than just that one property. So as you guys know, people get into your head, and I'm like, okay, let me think. Should I sell this property, just flip it, break even, make 5, 10K? Who cares? Just let me take back the cash and recoup it. And then when the market dips, I can make something happen. I was like, okay. I signed the contract. I sold it, I think, for 225, which really wasn't that bad because I wanted 230. I gave a concession of like 1,500 bucks. I even gave the real estate agent a 1% bonus because I was repping myself, so I had no commissions on me. And I sold it. When I sold it, shutdowns happened, panic happened, craziness happened. That same property today, I sold it in, I think March, probably April time is when I sold it. I sold it for 225. That property today, 8, 9 months, 10 months, a year later, in 2021, post-pandemic, is easily worth 260, I think, to 280. I sold it at 225. Now, another idea was to keep it, rent it, etc., but I wasn't in the game for that. I was in the game of flipping. What I'm trying to get across to you is, if you're trying to buy a house today and people are telling you the market's gonna crash, because I make a lot of videos about the crash, the collapse, the crisis, the housing market, all of that. But the reality is statistics. Will it happen, and how will it happen, and will it be drastic enough? And the statistics show as of right now, we can see a retrace in price possibly 10-20%, but that's not even a crash that you might have been expecting. You might have been expecting 50%, 60%. I'm telling you that I do not see that happening whatsoever. But I can see that prices cool down if interest rates go up and if supply starts to pick up more. Supply will pick up from a lot of foreclosures, the mortgage forbearance, people can't continue payment, they actually default, and then the moratoriums come up, so you see evictions, you see foreclosures, you see a flood in that segment. A flood means a couple thousand houses, maybe 1 million or 2 people are devastated and can't really make their payments, and that just kind of gives the market movement. But even that is not significant enough to be able to cause a 50, 60, 70% housing crash. The demand is just too much right now. Rates are too low. And in fact, we're not thinking that interest rates are going to go up 1 or 2% anytime soon. Some say year, 2, or even 3 years. So for everybody who's watching this video right now, will there be a crash, a collapse in the housing market? Highly depends on rates, depends on supply, depends on the government, depends on President Joe Biden if he keeps on delaying things. There is definitely a reaction of negativity that has to happen from trillions being printed, forbearances, and delays. That's a fact. But will it be significant enough to cause a housing crash is what you guys are wondering, and I hope that I just made it very clear for you. Please, if you got any value, hit the like button, and most importantly, subscribe. I upload 3 times every week. Until then, keep grinding, be safe, and I'm out.